I wanted to see Dr. Mastro because she's just so smart. I have never met a doctor who was so thorough. She kind of spoke the language that I've always wanted to hear from a doctor. Very caring and compassion, but like backed it up with such intelligence. And she really explains things very, very well. And I knew the moment I met her, I'm like, I found my doctor because I'm not a complicated case. I think I'm probably a normal case, but I do take hormone replacement therapy. And I really wanted someone who knew all the ins and outs and the intricacies of what it means to get your body on hormones in a healthy way. And I could just tell by talking to her that she would have all the answers that I needed. The Cellular Reset program has changed my health in so many ways. I actually know what I'm doing to my body now. I've had doctors put me on supplements before, but I never really knew why, honestly. But she's so careful to check my labs and tweak the labs if something's not working. So she noticed that there was a little bit of inflammation going on in my GI, and she had me on specific supplements like turmeric and curcumin, and she told me to take one in the morning and one in the evening and the reasons why behind it. So I feel like the Cellular Reset program educated me, and I'm now more in control of my health. And I'm just so glad that I have this amazing guide to help me along the way and help me age in this really beautiful way. What I love about Dr. Mastro is that she has this really smart, easy to understand method of aging. And for her, it's all about like setting up your foundation in a really clean way. So I feel like I have all the building blocks that she's given me to make sure that as I enter into each decade with grace and ease and flow, and I just feel healthier today than I did even in my 30s. So I just feel like I'm aging powerfully with the help of Dr. Mastro. If there's anything that would have prevented me to get started with Dr. Mastro, it was all the testing. But then I realized, why am I complaining about these testings? These testings are going to give me all the results that I need, and it's going to be all this data to inform me on what's going to be best for my body. So the fact that maybe a test could be inconvenient or giving a blood test could be, take part out of my day, I'm not complaining about those things anymore because now I've got the right feedback to help take care of my body. What I can do now that I wasn't able to do before Dr. Mastro is really understand the power of hormone replacement therapy. I had no idea that I was on way too high of hormones. That was prescribed to me from a doctor from about 5 years ago. And she looked at the numbers and she looked at where I really should be. And she's like, wait a minute, let's try to dial this back, which honestly scared me. It scared me. But she really showed me that less is more, and we can still have all the great outcomes of how you want to age, but you don't need to be so overprescribed. I feel so much better in my body now with a less hit to my system. So I'm so grateful to Dr. Mastro for really seeing where I should be and not just prescribing something willy-nilly. I have recommended Dr. Mastro to so many of my girlfriends because she's like being one of your girlfriends. I mean, I just really enjoy her sense of humor. I know she really cares, and she's, really she's got my best interest, and I feel so safe in her hands. I just feel so well taken care of. Dr. Mastro, thank you so much for rescuing me and my body and really setting me up for the second half of my 50s. And I am so grateful for you for taking this raw material and really shaping it into the most optimized form. So I thank you so much. My name is STACEY LIEVENS, and I'm from Austin, Texas.